Trying to think of questions.
Hello, welcome back. This is going to be match 1 with our red-greens dinosaurs list. As always, we are splashing white for Huatli and Shining Aerosaur. As always, I'm Adam. That's Chris. What do we think of this hand?
Our noob of the week, Gage.
I see you guys.
And this is an unkeepable hand.
Yep. I think this is... Yeah. I saw the 2 lands, and...
I mean, we have a turn 2 play.
And if we draw a land, we have turn 3. This is too dependent on us drawing things, I think.
Yeah.
Because we need to draw both lands and things to play. And...
That's not how Magic works.
I think this is better than
we
anything else we can do. We have a turn 3. If we hit a land.
Not necessarily. Okay,
I think we bottom the Dinosaur Stampede.
Yep. We can't play it, so it's down.
And we ship the turn. Alright, Nestrawber or Raptor Hatchling? I think Nestrawber, because it has haste.
Yeah.
And
we can get in there for that aggro.
I don't think we have to worry about them attacking back this turn. Which means there's no reason to play out the Raptor Hatchling because we want to be able to block with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they also have exactly Nestrawber. Oh, that's fine. And they hit a Sunpetal Grove, which is the green-white dual land.
Okay. Got there, boys.
I think we play the Blossom Dryad over the Raptor Hatchling.
Gotta maximize our mana and stuff.
Because if we hit either a 4-drop or like a land 5-drop, that's really good for us. And that's basically the only way we're coming out of this game. Obviously, there's no reason to attack. He has an F3. I would wall. Tishana's Wayfinder revealed a Tishana's Wayfinder. Which is altogether pretty okay.
We got a baller over here.
I think we play the Raptor Hatchling and use the Blossom Dryad to also play Cobbled Wings.
That sounds right, unless is Cobbled Wings an equip cost of 1 or 2?
1.
So we're doing that instead of playing and equipping Cobbled Wings to the Nestrawber?
Yes, because if he attacks with the Tishana's Wayfinder, we're blocking with the Raptor Hatchling, and then we get a 3/3, which will be able to get flying.
Good.
And altogether, I think that works better for us. Because the Raptor Hatchling doesn't actually stonewall anything, because they can attack through it pretty easily, but if they do, we end up pretty okay with that. In fact, I think we're okay with trading the Raptor Hatchling and the Nestrawber for the Wayfinder.
Yeah.
Another Wayfinder, and it got him a forest. Alright, he is attacking. Are we double blocking?
Mm-hmm.
We're not afraid of combat tricks. Only one I can reasonably think of him happening for one... he could have...
Flash of Talons.
Alright, we did hit another land. So that gets us to 5 mana total with the Blossom Dryad.
Yep.
I think we just equip the Cobbled Wings to the Dinosaur and go in the air.
I'm with you on that one.
We can equip the Cobbled Wings to the Blossom Dryad and swing 2 in the air and 3 on the ground with Trample.
Because his dude's an 0-3, correct?
He has an 0-3 and a 2-2.
Then yeah, I can make a case for that.
Yeah, we just eat as diviner, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not great, but it's fine.
Is it Maverin fine?
You're an idiot. That's Register Alpha.
Okay, yeah, it is. Whew. Okay.
It's a big dude. Yep, we're taking 5 back. So I think we actually really want to draw our own Register Alpha here.
Don't we always?
Either that or the Sword Tooth actually want to be bad. I'm actually not against drawing the Dagger Tooth. It profitably blocks the dinosaur token.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I'd rather draw a lot of different things, but in terms of that's something we can play and it like isn't horrible for us. I think our first block on the board as it sits, I think we would first block Dinosaur and Blossom Dryad both on the Alpha, and the Ravenous Daggertooth on the Dinosaur token.
Yep, and then get Sure Strike.
That's a Illinois Knight. That's a Deep Root Warrior. Okay.
Did he play both in the first main phase instead of bluffing a combat trick?
Well, he still has... No, oh, he's pouncing. Oh, that kind of ruins our day. Not really. I mean, if he swings with, things... Yeah, like, this is the same block we would have made, essentially. We just don't get to kill the Alpha. But we're blocking that any day of the week. And I think we leave the Blossom Dryad back because the mana's worth it.
It's questionable, but we've made worse decisions today.
Well, we can really use the red mana right now. Or the extra 5, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
I hate it when the game justifies you.
I'm pretty sure keeping a mana accelerant... Nope.
Did you screw it up, Adam?
I screwed it up.
Type sphere stuff.
Yeah, no, now we actually lose, I think, because of a misclick. It moved the mountain I was targeting to the bottom of the pile but I lagged like while I was targeting it. So it untapped the one that was already untapped. And we're taking 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're taking 12.
Go to game 2?
Pretty close. Yeah, now it actually is go to game 2. He had 14 on board.
Dang it, Pedro.
Do we change anything?
Without a time machine, I don't know if we changed, but sideboarding is not my area of expertise, unfortunately.
I'm inclined to say we don't. Like, he's running basically the same deck we are.
Except better.
Arguably. We also mulled to 5 and still did fine. Like, overall.
Except for the part where we lost.
Well, that's being results-oriented. No, we did fine, and then we lost. Like...
Holy misclick, Batman.
I actually, with him having Swashbuckling, I don't think the Register Alpha would have saved us, but yes.
We could have double blocked something.
Even then, he would have gotten in for, I think it was 10 damage, and killed our own Register Alpha, and we would have been left with a 3-3. And we would have been at like 5 life or something. That game wasn't going our way. We missed like 4 land drops. Anyway, back to sideboarding. I still don't think we change anything.
I'm going to have to be with you on that one.
Maybe I could see taking out the Dinosaur Stampede for the Ravenous Daggertooth, just having another source of gaining life. But short of that, I really can't think of anything at all I change. And even that's like a maybe.
I think we stick with our guns for right now.
We would like to play first.
Funny that.
This hand actually seems fine.
We have a turn 3.
And we can either... we have outs to draw into our white mana for Huatli on turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we drew Raptor Hatchling. That gives us a turn 2 also.
Got there, boys.
Alright, now we really want to draw a Plains.
Especially off the Explore.
I think we leave the Raging Swordtooth on top.
Yeah, as much as we need a land. We don't want to get rid of Swordtooth because it's real good.
Well, next turn I think we just pounce our Tishana Wayfinder onto now probably the Blossom Dryad. So, right... No, we should do it now, because if it goes to his main phase, then he can use its ability.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'd like to save it, but we don't... For the exact reason we wanted Blossom Dryad on turn 4, we don't want him to have it, because he can have 5 drops.
Mm-hmm.
We do attack with the Raptor Hatchling here, because we block the Ixalis Keeper fine, and it's a free point of damage, because he's not going to block it, because that would give us a 3/3. We're okay with the Thrasher Raptors, which currently does not have his special ability online.
Nope.
We drew our mountain, so we do get to...
Swing Team Raging Swordtooth second main?
I'm not sure if we swing team. I think we swing Raptor Hatchling. I don't think we swing the Tishana's Wayfinder also.
Because we could lose Wayfinder to Thrash, but
I'm actually...
you'd rather get rid
I think
of
that's okay. Yeah,
It's online, yeah.
I agree with you.
I'm fine with Swing Team.
You talked me into it. I think we're fine with losing the Tishana's Wayfinder to the... oh no, this actually can go way south for us. Yeah, this can be real bad. That's perfect. Because he knows we have the Swordtooth, so he could have blocked the Ixalis Keeper onto the Wayfinder, and then our Swordtooth would have killed our own Wayfinder. But now,
He didn't.
we get our 3/3, and we get to kill his Ixalis Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
So, that actually could have gone really bad for us, but it worked out. He hit on Wayfinder.
Okay.
Left it on top. Like, naturally, you want to... Tishana's Wayfinder is a really good card.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing a Blossom Dryad.
How's he able to keep looking at Wayfinder?
What does Wayfinder card do? It's a 3-drop 2/2 Explore.
I think he means how to, like, we know it's here, up here.
Oh, okay.
And its Magic Online has a thing where whenever a card gets revealed, it appears in the sidebar. And then it has a little X on it, so that when we, like, if they play it, we'll know this played, so we can get rid of it.
Okay.
It's kind of like in real life, like when you reveal your hand, people might write it all down. It's the same concept. So I think we play Raging Raptors, and then if we ever get it into combat, we get to play Huatli, which seems really good.
Do we swing team beforehand, though?
If we swing team, what happens? He chumps... Well, he bounces the dinosaur token off the Ixalis Diviner, trades the Thrash for the Tishana's Wayfinder, probably,
For the Wayfinder, yeah.
and then chump the Swordtooth.
And still take 3 because Swordtooth has trample.
Yeah, I think we're okay with all of that happening. Is there any... He could, like, triple block the Sword Tooth, and then we would kill the Thrash and the Blossom Dragon, and he'd be left with a 1/4, and that's also fine.
Yeah, I think we swing team.
Team comes in. And then we pretty happily play our Ranger Raptors afterwards, because that gets us our white mana. Yep. He's just taking 8. He has a Brave Soul.
The only total that matters is 0.
It's true.
Especially in this form.
Now, with him being at 8 instead of 14, or 16, is just playing a Shining Aerosaur better than Huatli?
Yes, because if he wins and we have to go to game 3, we don't want him to know that we have a Huatli.
If we win, we go to game 3.
You're right, duh.
So we don't know
Yeah.
either of his 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Because he played the Tishana's Wayfinder. Yeah, that's fine. He played the Tishana's Wayfinder. Revealed a mountain, played the mountain. So he has 1 card in hand and we don't know it. And he's not attacking. Which I think is correct. This puts it onto the battlefield tapped, right? Yeah. So if we swing just Ranging Raptors, he eats it with Thrasher Raptors, we get a land out of it. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not particularly good.
If we swing Sword Tooth, he probably trades it with the Raptor.
Probably. Or he does something weird like triple blocks it, Diviner, Dryad, Wayfinder. And then would like eat our dinosaur and take 5?
Keep in mind, unless he does some wonky stuff, we're only taking 10 next turn if he lets all... If he
Yeah.
doesn't...
No, if... There's no way for him to block and not lose creatures, so in reality we're taking like 7, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if we attack with all, he would probably block this like this, or block the Thrash on the Dinosaur token, eat it, and then bounce off the Tishana's Wayfinder, and like eat the Ranging Raptor, take 5?
That seems reasonable.
I think that would be his best blocks, and I'm okay with all of that occurring. Yep. Okay. Okay. And then is he just gonna take 5? Because if so, this combat works even better than I thought it would. This combat works better than I thought. Okay. So we have a 2/3, so we're gonna block and kill the Tishana's Wayfinder. And yeah, that seems wrong. And then we're gonna go find a Plains. Yes, we would like to. Plains. And then Mountain. Even if he does something ridiculous like last card in hand Regisaur Alpha, we'll take 3 off the Dinosaur, 7 off the Thrash, that's 10, and 1 off of the Exclusive Diviner and take 11.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does that and leaves the only the Regisaur back, then we win on Crackback.
I think until you misclick and lose us the game, this might be our game.
I would agree, and I do not enjoy the thinly veiled reference there, because I think we were losing the previous game regardless of the misclick. Although, obviously, it didn't help us. So we just play Shining Aerosaur. Because presumably he really can't deal with it, and then we have 3 in the air.
This turn, we just win.
Yeah, but if we play Aerosaur, we win next turn no matter what, and then we don't show them Huatli. And if he does something that would make us not win next turn, we play Huatli anyway and then win.
So you're saying you'd win by playing Huatli, do her neg X3, deal...
Deal 1 to both of his creatures, and then they can't block.
They can't block.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the Shining Aerosaur will win us next combat, because we'll have a 3 in the air. And if he does anything that makes that not true, then we just play Huatli anyway. And I'm not sure if showing him Huatli is worth winning a turn earlier. When I'm pretty sure... I don't think there's a way we're losing this game.
Well, I can think of a lot of ways, but they mostly involve misclicks. Do you want to swing with Raging Swordtooth just because? Because he either loses his dude or he loses the game.
If we swing with Raging Swordtooth, we swing with both. No, we don't.
No, because he has a bunch of mana open.
Yeah. So I think we swing with Raging Swordtooth, main 2 play Aerosaur.
I still think that's correct, though.
Because if we swing at both, he just bounces off the Ixalis Diviner anyway. Or Ixalis Diviner on the Raging Swordtooth, and then eat this, and then we're in worse shape. You're right. Rar. So I think the correct box is actually... I don't think that's correct. Unless he has a combat trick. I still don't think that was correct.
Which combat trick is that?
The one that gives the creature regenerate. Or it's not even regenerate, it bounces back to hand.
What's it called?
Verdant Rebirth. It's a green 1. Until end of turn, target creature, when it dies, it comes back to its owner's hand. And, like, I don't think that's worth losing the Swashbuckling and taking next turn to play a Thrasher Raptors to trade with our Raging Swordtooth.
Yeah.
I think it would have been right to block with the Ixalis Diviner, Verdant Rebirth that, take 1 total, and still have a 5/5 on the field. And he's either waiting or we're lagging. It shows his clock ticking down. So, I have to believe. Yep, that's fine.
Maybe he's recording a YouTube show and had to explain it to his viewers.
And we're going to play Shining Aerosaur and pass. And then all else staying equal, we win the game. With a 3 damage in the air.
Unless he drops Huatli. In which case, we still probably win. Rush Raffle? No.
Nope, Thundering Spineback doesn't do it. Yep, that's game. I like our deck. Like I said, it was fun to play. I still don't think we're changing anything.
I think we just balls through to game 3.
Let's run it back. Have we ever done a match 1 episode where we haven't mulliganed to 5?
That's a good question.
I like this hand.
I'll ask 50% of our viewer base. Hey, Gage, have we ever done a match 1 episode didn't mulligan 5?
I like this hand a lot.
Because we can turn
4 Regisaur Alpha.
Yeah, I think we keep.
And we have even more top end in the Thundering Spineback. And he did mulligan to 6 and topped it.
And with this, are you just banking on you'll be able to play a turn or draw a turn 2? Play like that?
Not really. We're actually pretty fine on starting on turn 3 because he's also a dinosaur deck.
Okay.
But yes, the Raptor Hatchling certainly doesn't.
We are happy getting a Raptor Hatchling. And actually, it might be better to not use turn 4 to play the Regisaur, to instead play New Horizons. Because we'll have Blossom Tyad on the field, and then we can play Thundering Spineback on turn 5.
Yeah. I can roll with that.
Bonded Horncrest is a card.
Oh, yeah, it's a card.
That's a Huatli.
That is a Huatli.
I like this. I like how this game's going. So, obviously, we're Blossom Dryading this turn. I don't think that's incorrect in the slightest. If we draw a 4-drop next turn, we can play New Horizons, tap it for mana, untap it, tap it for mana, play the 4-drop. If not, do we just play the Regisaur Alpha?
I don't know. I still like the idea of dropping the Thundering Spine back as possible. Because it's big and scary.
We are going to block the Bonded Horncrest and get a 3/3 dinosaur out of it. Alright. So we can play Regisaur Alpha, get a 3/3. We can play Huatli, get a 3/3. We can play New Horizons, make our dinosaur into a 4/4. And then have Thundering Spine back next turn, which does seem pretty good.
I think make the dinosaur into a 4/4 and then drop Thundering Spine back later is correct in this situation.
I think you're right, but I wanted to talk through returns. Like the possible stuff we
Why
can
do you
do.
put it on the plains instead of the mountain?
Because the plains are splash color, and we have... So if we want any land to make multiple of any color of mana, it might as well be the plains, because then we can use it as a forest if we need it to be. Or a mountain.
Okay.
Like, we don't want to put it... If, for example, the plains... How can I say this? We don't want to necessarily put it on our forest and then, like, need it to be a white mana, but need the forest later. The plains will either be a plains, or it will be one of our main colors. I hope that made sense.
I hope it made sense to the viewers, at the very least.
So how, if he attacks, he didn't. That made the rest of that sentence irrelevant.
Yep.
Do we just slam Thundering Spine back? We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana this turn.
Or... No, we can't do that. Never mind.
I think we just slam Thundering Spine back. Honestly. Because that will make our dinosaur into a 5/5, which is great. It will make our... God, Regisaur and Huatli are just dirty together, because every turn getting a 3/3 haste.
Yeah.
So green. Is that just enough? I think. No, that's only 6, isn't it? Yeah.
Wait, why are you tapping 3 mountains instead of 2 mountains and then untapping it with the Dryad?
I was checking if I needed to actually use the Blossom Dryad's ability, essentially. Yeah, red. Because I didn't actually count the mana, and if we could just play Thundering Spine back while leaving our Blossom Dryad up, that's another body. So next turn we just play Regisaur Alpha, right? Or is it next turn we play Huatli? It has to be the Regisaur.
Oh, yeah.
Because Huatli will make Regisaur friends. Alright, so this turn we have 9 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That ability costs 6.
Nobody wants to get eaten by the spine back.
All of our hand costs 10. So if we draw a land next turn, we get to drop the rest of our hand.
I think we drop Regisaur as our first.
I do think we play Regisaur first. I just did want to talk through the fact that if we do draw lands, we get to next turn play Huatli of Shining Aerosaur, which is good. Like, that's a fine turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it is important to note he is top decking.
Ooh. Cool.
Now, Ixlaxi's Keeper is a real threat. If he gets up to 8 mana, he can have a +5/5 trample. Like, that is a thing. Do we attack at all? Like, do we attack with our 5/5 Trampler? I don't think so.
I think we do. Because he either loses his Horncrest, or he loses other dudes, or he takes 5. Are we going to be blocking with it anyway?
I want to be able to keep the Bonded Horncrest back. Actually, no, I don't. It has to attack or block with someone. So if he wants to attack with it, we get to eat something else. Yeah. Well, I was thinking I want to force him to lead the Bonded Horncrest back. Because I don't want to be blocking any of our stuff into it, essentially.
Gotcha.
Except for maybe the dinosaur. Yeah, that's super fine. He loses a creature and takes 2? I'm completely okay with that. And then next turn, we can either draw land to be happy, and then we play both of our cards. What do we do if we don't play draw land? Do we play the air? I think we play Aerosaur, actually. Because it does have haste because of Regisaur Alpha, and it will have +1/1 because of the Thundering Spine back.
And he has no flyers.
And he has no flyers, so that's just 4 in the air, and that's... 4 in the air is a real clock. Like, it will get you dead fast.
Yeah.
We drew Pounce, which I'm super okay with, actually.
Yeah.
So we're going to play white.
Are we sure we're dropping the Aerosaur first main phase?
Yeah, because we want to attack with it, because that's haste.
You're right, duh. I'm an idiot. Okay, that answers that.
I think it's the only thing we attack with.
Do you want to pounce out the Horncrest?
I think actually what we do is we Shining Aerosaur and the 5/5 Dinosaur Trample, and then we can pounce if he blocks in a way that we don't like.
Okay.
That makes, like, if he blocks like the Tishana's Wayfinder and the Ixalis Keeper into it, then we can pounce, kill his other Ixalis Keeper, and wipe his board. I don't think we swing at the 4/4, because if we do, he just eats it with his Horncrest, because he has other blocks he wants to make anyway. So I think we do that.
Seems reasonable.
Alright, and I'm expecting him to double block with probably Tishana's Wayfinder and Ixalis Keeper. Just 1. I'm very okay with that happening. Because he'll still take 7. Do we pounce any of this stuff? 4, 5, 6. He's only at 6 mana, so Ixalis Keeper is not online. I think
could eat the Keeper or the Knight.
Yeah, but if we're going to just eat what's on the field, then we might as well wait till the end of his turn, so then we make sure we do it right.
That's true. I can live with that.
And I think this game is just about done. Yeah, he drew a land for the turn. So I think we use our 5/5 Dinosaur to eat his Tishana's Wayfinder.
Yeah.
And then next turn we just bring the team.
Unless he does fancy tricks or anything.
Actually, next turn we don't even have to play the Huatli. We can just use the Thundering Spine back to make the same thing.
We can play the Huatli and make all of his stuff not block.
Hey, he's not he's not going to be blocking, in case you're wondering.
Oh, yeah.
We just take 10. I mean, actually, we can, like, be smart and do this.
Yeah.
But
because he might have tricks.
Like, we could have just completely been taking 10. Okay, that was match 1.
Okay. Well, I guess we will see you folks in match 2, unless there are any wise words of wisdom read before.
I don't have anything in particular. I wanted to know if you have anything to say. Like, as has become tradition on our show, we lost game 1 on the mulligan. Mulliganing to 5 is very, very rough. Gage, do you have any questions for like specific plays we made or like decisions we decided to do?
No, I mean, I found it interesting that you guys kept Huatli back simply because you don't want to show creatures when you don't need. I personally wouldn't have thought about doing that game 2.
Yeah, like game 3, it obviously makes a lot less of a difference. If Huatli was our only play, then slam her and she'll do stuff. But let's say he has like a lightning strike that for some reason isn't decked, even though it would be, so this isn't a great example. He might bring it in because it could kill Huatli. So if we don't show him that, then he doesn't know to bring it in necessarily.
Makes sense.
The only reason we're doing that, though, and this is a thing to remember when you try to conceal information like that, it's because we had other things we could do, and those other things were generally better. Like, there was that play where it was Huatli or I forget what, maybe playing Regisaur Alpha, where, on average, those are about equal plays, and in fact, Huatli might be a little bit better. But concealing information there was worth it to me, where if it had been like Huatli versus a random 2-drop 2/2, it's just slam Huatli. Because the fact that it's a 5-drop Planeswalker is enough better than the 2/2 that you're okay with showing them the fact that you have it. But when it's close and you think it could make a difference going into Game 3, concealing information can be a useful strategy. Anything else?
That's it.
Chris, you got anything to add about what I said in particular?
No, I think you actually covered it pretty well.
All right. Then we'll see you guys in round 2.